Let's get into a conversation now with two guys who are kind of team red, kind of team blue, but more importantly, they're from great think tanks, but they're very free to speak their mind, and they will do so right now. John Roscombe is, of course, with the IPA, and Ed Cavanough is with the McKell Institute, a carryover champ from last week. Welcome back, my friends. So, this bloke from the Smart Energy Council goes and plays a home game, which is giving a speech in Canberra, to a room that, of course, was going to say nothing other than, oh, yes, absolutely, oh, wonderful, oh, what a great idea, oh, the National Party, they're terrible, One Nation, oh. But he decided to get a little bit excited, and dare I say, that sort of, you know, the inner lefty in him who goes, you know what would be great? No opposition. So he decided to drop this as a reference to China as being the way to go when it comes to getting what you want out of the government.
One thing you can say about the Chinese system is that China plays as a team.
Ed, what the heck did he mean? And would he slightly regret it once he got back to the hotel? Because this is ridiculous.
Well, he might be regretting it after this, after the coverage tonight. Look, my view is that we shouldn't be looking to China for influence on our energy policy, whichever way we're going on energy policy. You know, I don't think we should be looking at them for inspiration on a clean energy future, nor should we be looking at them for inspiration on a fossil fuel-led future. And the sort of irony in this is there's a lot of outrage about this individual citing some of the climate achievements of the Chinese government. But we always hear here in Australia that we should be doing less on climate because of what China's doing, because they're going down a certain energy path around, you know, fossil fuels, so we should do the same. So
10-year high of
in
coal
my
production.
view, we should be going, you know, an Australian way, and we shouldn't necessarily be taking our cues from the Chinese government on energy policy, whichever way that looks.
Yeah, my issue is as always, right? Where I'm saying, do you have to do something short, 1% of the world's problem, you know, and if you've got 45 of the 60 minutes on that climate clock kind of, in many ways, either making things worse or spinning their wheels. That's my issue. It's not an argument against a need for certain transitions. But, John, again, to the heart of it here, right? Oh, China, they all play as a team. They all play as a team. Oh, yeah. You try and be a free thinker in China. You try and say, I don't want that in my backyard. No NIMBYs in China. No NIMBYs there.
Well, this is the problem, Paul, that too many people from the world of business talk about the certainty and the direction and the clarity that totalitarian regimes provide. Well, there is a difference. In Australia, we are a democracy. You can speak your mind. For the moment, at least, we can debate climate change, we can debate energy policy, and the tragedy of what was talked about in the press club this week is that the Speaker, John Grimes, played a significant role in the last federal election. His NGO's costing of the coalition's nuclear power policies was cited by the government, and he had a huge role, huge influence in the debate. They've acknowledged they donate to the Labor Party, and here's some bloke telling us we should be like China.
Yeah, it is honestly one of those moments where you just go, cool your horses, that's too far, right? You might think, look at the scoreboard, 90-something seats here, and there'll be no opposition for any time. You know, the fat bloke yelling on the telly, who cares? Right? The people watching it, they'll just keep voting the way they do. Seriously, no, that was a bad call today.